Hi and welcome to Cheeky Richo's Apricot Chicken. And Richo, who's still stuck in the 70s, has requested apricot chicken. The ingredients are in the recipe box below, so let's get started. There are several recipes about the use of the dehydrated French onion soup, but we find that that's got a lot of stuff in it that you probably don't want to be eating. So we're going to make our own flavour base for it. It's pretty simple. We're going to use a Thermo. You don't need to. You can actually blitz it all up in a blender and then fry it yourself, but I'll show you how quick and easy this is. A couple of kilos of chicken legs, very easy to eat. We're going to be serving this with some basmati rice. So just pop those to one side. We've got some apricot halves that have just been, they're the tin variety. You could use fresh if you have those, but it's not apricot season at the moment. And even if I got them, they'd be coming from the other side of the world probably and cost a fortune. So tin ones at a pinch are great because they are actually preserved at their peak of freshness and they're quite economical. You can always have them in the cupboard. Tin of apricot nectar or apricot juice. We've got some oil and some butter. We've got some veggie salt, some cracked pepper, some crushed garlic. We've got about a half a teaspoon of cumin powder, just for a bit of spice. It's just a hint. You'll barely be able to tell that it's there. Onion and some of our little chilies. Now, one of them, there's two chilies here. One is really quite hot and the other one's quite mild, so we're going to snig that in there as well. So, to our Thermo Chef jug, we add our butter and our oil. Butter will give it a nice flavour. Butter on its own will burn. With the introduction of oil, it will alter the heating temperature of it and give it a nice flavour. So we're just going to heat that on the steamer function for about 20 seconds or so until it's well heated. You'll hear it sizzling. There you go, you can hear it sizzling there. It's in with our veggie salt, our cracked pepper, cumin, onions that have just been cut into chunks, and our chilies. They go in next. Speed 4 on the steamer function. 30 seconds. Okay, now we've got some decent sized chunks in there. We've still got plenty of texture and that's what we want, otherwise it will just look like your garden variety French onion soup mix. You can still see it sizzling there. It's gone quite creamy. We're going to add our garlic now and then cook it, just speed 1 on the steamer function for 4 minutes. Okay, 4 minutes later, this is what you should have. It's nice and syrupy. It smells great. Now, we're going to add all of our apricot nectar, half of our apricots. It's a bit more than half, but that's all right. Okay, speed 4 for 5 seconds. You just want to break them up gently. And this is what you should have. We just get our other whole pieces of apricot, just pop them around anywhere, cut them into quarters if you like, it doesn't really matter. By the time these are cooked, they're going to be quite soupy anyway. And then pour our yummy sauce over the top. Now we're going to bake this in the oven, 180 degrees, covered for about an hour or so. Then we're going to remove the cover and let those juices evaporate. Okay, now we've just set that into a tray because this is going to try and get out. This is the biggest casserole dish that I actually have for serving. So we're going to pop that into the oven for an hour and it will evaporate and be delicious. So into the oven, 180 degrees for 60 minutes. Okay, after an hour, this is what you should have. It's really not quite cooked yet. It's starting to get a little bit of colour on it. Just check your chicken. You can move it around if you like, but it's still going to be exposed to the same amount of heat wherever you put it in the dish. And we just pop it in again for another half an hour or so, 45 minutes. It just depends on how well your chicken is cooked, and your chicken must be fully cooked, but the sauce will evaporate a little bit more and it'll give it a lot of nice colour. So after another 30 minutes at 180 degrees, this is what you should have. It's really got a little bit of colour on it. The juices have thickened up somewhat as it's evaporated and the chicken is perfectly cooked. So we're just going to serve it with some basmati rice. So just grab your chicken leg here, break it open, make sure that there is no blood near the bone, and it'll be lovely and tender and moist and juicy. You see that? Right down to the bone. And just keep it warm while our rice is cooking. And there you have it. Cheeky Richo's Apricot Chicken. Golden brown, beautifully moist and tender with a gorgeous sauce and some basmati rice. I hope you enjoyed this little cooking demonstration. If you would like to see more interesting recipes and ideas, just check out our Cheeky Richo channel. And don't forget to please subscribe. And do come back and visit us again soon. We have so much more to show you and we're uploading lots of videos. And thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Oh, look how lovely and moist and tender that is. You don't need teeth. Lovely apricot sauce. Thanks for watching.